Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. We're going to do another pandemic project preview. This is kind of a look into what comes into my shop on somewhat of a regular basis. And we got 2 boxes today, so we'll set up for some future videos here. But before we do, I wanted to just take a moment to thank all of our essential workers and first responders for the outstanding job you're doing during the pandemic, helping those that have fallen victim to the virus to heal, and keeping those of us safe that need to stay away from such harm. It's without regret and minimalization that I say thank you. We really do appreciate everything it is that you do. So we're going to look at some things on the pandemic projects I've been trying to post on a daily basis, and we're trying to get these things out to our customers who want to get ready to go fishing again when that's possible. So the first box actually came from a local customer of mine, and he's got some 5 reels that he brought us. Let's take a look at what it is that we've got and see which ones may make it to the video. So the first one is, this is becoming something of a theme around here, but I'm getting reels in a bag lately, and this is no different. But it looks like it just it's the point where maybe they took off the frame and that was about it. The reel says 155, but the frame doesn't. The frame is a shorter frame, so that's the 160 frame. But I guess it's just time to put it back together, tune it up, and you know, he gave me this thing and said the spool doesn't fit. Well, the spool wouldn't fit because it's not the right frame, but also this spool is nicked up here in a couple of spots. That's the problem with these Easy Cast spools that were made. They were made lightweight so that they could cast better, but the problem that you had with that is that they chipped, and when they chipped they became problematic in terms of keeping the reel together. So that's project number 1, and I think we've done a couple of those Beachmasters in the series, but we'll see if we can do something there to put that on film. Here's the next one. It's an Okuma. It's hardstone. I don't know if I've ever done an Okuma hardstone. Certainly I've done plenty of the Okumas. The ones that are popular in the series these days seem to be the Avenger, and they also seem to be the Coronado and the Epixer. But this one's a hardstone. It's an 80 size, so this would be a saltwater fishing reel or a Great Lakes trolling reel. And we're told that the bail doesn't work, and sure enough, the bail doesn't work. Now I'm wondering if this might just be a case of a bent bail wire, or if this may be something, but it seems like we're getting some kind of triggering going here where it just doesn't complete the rest of the rotation here. So we'll take that apart and we'll see. I've done a couple of videos very recently. I showed you how to put the bail wire onto a Penn spin fisher. I also just was working on another one, an Abu Cardinal. I don't know if that one made it to the video or not. Speaking of the Abus, this would be the next one up. This is an Ambassador. Kind of hard to see which one, but it's probably the 5500 or so. This one seems to say trash all over it. It's missing a screw on a side plate here. Get some line tangle here. Oh, we're tied up. Let's just clip this and see if we got something going with this or not. Now we have the click mechanism working. I think that's probably what he was complaining about. No, we're okay with the click. So we'll see what we can do. Functionally it seems okay. We're missing part of the handle there. We certainly have shown the wear on the side plates, missing some screws, but other than that, it's important if you're fixing up a reel, try and do the test ahead of time just to see what's going on there, because if you're going to get into parts, you want to make sure that you don't have to go back a second time for the parts. Here's the 6500 C3. I don't think I've done one of these in a video, so maybe we'll make this one to a video. This one seems to be working fine. He's giving me a check the drag on this one, and that's probably appropriate for both of these reels, as they I'm sure they haven't been serviced in a while. And then we're back to our theme about these reels in a bag. Looks like the level line was taken off of this one. I guess we're going to put it back together again. It's so when you check the level wind here, one of the best things to do is make sure that the internal drive mechanism is working. In this one, it's being driven, so the answer is yes to that. This would be the Penpier 109, and again, I think I've done a 109, so this will probably just be something that's repaired and presented without me doing a video on that. So that's box number one. We've got 5 reels. I'll probably, if I have the time, we'll do something on the bail there, and we'll probably do the 6500 C3 on the Ambassador. So then I got another box in. Actually, I got 2 more boxes in. So let's open this one up here. See what kind of surprises await us here. Not quite sure how that, oh, it's over here. Sometimes the hardest part of reel repair is just trying to figure out how to open up the box for the reels you're going to repair. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we have a Jigmaster. No, we don't. We have a, it's funny, I saw the solid plate bars, the newer plate bars, and I assumed it was a Jigmaster. It's not. It's the Abu 7000, I believe. Well, I'm not seeing it, but I'm going to guess this is the 7000. Yes, it is. It's the 7000 C3. Don't think I've done one in a while. It clearly is not tripping on the free spool release. So we've got some issues we're going to have to deal with on this. This one will definitely make it to a video. So stay tuned for that one if you have a 7000 that you want to see. And then we got one more here. This box just came in as well. Kind of fun. It's always like Christmas morning. Somebody said they like to watch these previews because it's Christmas morning. Well, I always like to watch them to see what I'm getting myself into. All right, we have a Shimano Stratic here. I think I've done the Stratics before, one of my favorite reels. And let's see if we got anything working, or if it's a little noisy. That's usually an indication that you have lack of oil and grease. We have some grease and everything coming out of the sides here, so it's probably been a while since this is serviced. Also, we have a line that's gathering to the top as opposed to evenly. That usually means that there's one too many shims in here, pushing the or lack of a shim in here, rather, that it's bottoming out too low and the line is gathering high. So we'll take a look. It probably needs an additional shim up top there, but that's the Shimano Stratic that we I imagine will make it to video. And one more it looks like here, so let's see what we have. And this is a pen. This is a Penn Sargus. Looks like this spooling is fine with the braided line on this. This one's very tight. So this could just be an indication that there's grease and oil needed in this particular reel. I don't see any outflows or anything that says it's been particularly dirty or damaged, but this one's just chugging along here. This one, if I was fishing this one all day, I think I would be concerned, and I'd certainly have tired arms. So we'll take this one apart. We'll probably put this one on video too. I know I've done a Sargus a while ago, but we'll see if we need to do another one now. So if you've seen any of the reels on here that interest you, maybe you have one of these that you're looking to service and repair, or maybe you've heard of one and you're thinking about possibly buying the reel and acquiring a used one, and you just kind of want to know what the technology is like inside, or if you have a problem with a particular reel, maybe it's not even one of the ones that has been shown here, but if you find that you have a problem with a particular reel in general, ask a question in the comments below. Leave those remarks. I do try to respond to all. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That way you won't miss any of these as I post them. And if you're looking for a particular reel, and maybe I didn't put it on a video just because there's a lot of reels that come into my shop and I don't have the time to video all of them, then by all means just shoot me a note, say, hey, I would really like to see whatever it is. I'll add it to my list, and as I pick up one of those or one comes into the shop or whatever, I'll try and add that to my video library, which is getting pretty extensive right now. So let me stop by the way I started and thank all of the first responders and essential workers that are putting their lives on the line every day to help us through this pandemic. Thank you all for what it is that you do. To those of us that are grateful for your services, continue to stay safe, listen to the authorities, do the best you can, but continue to be smart about this as we continue to fight this deadly virus. So this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Thank you for watching.